asking you to, before we start our practice, I want you to either write something down right now, okay? Or if you don't want to write it down or you don't have something to write with, you don't want to go get something to write with, I want you to start. We're going to start by writing down something that you are currently grateful for. Okay, so we're starting with gratitude. Okay, and when it comes time to answering these questions, please, please, please do not think too much about it. Okay, don't get into your head. Just like, even if it's like the most silly thing, like I'm grateful for the cushion I'm sitting on right now. I'm grateful for this blanket. Okay, doesn't matter. Just write one small little thing. This is what I'm currently grateful for. It can be more than one thing. Okay. And you'll know that I'm big on affirmations, on mantras. Okay, and I like to recommend different mantras to use. And so something might come up in the meditation, but if there's something right now that's speaking to you in terms of an affirmation that you're working with, I have my one that I work with all the time is, it can be easy, because things in my life often feel very hard. And so I'm just like, no, it can be easy. It can be easy. So just write down an affirmation for yourself right now. And then a gentle reminder that as we meditate, I invite you to meditate with certainty. Okay, and whatever that means to you, meditating with certainty. I'm going to offer you this morning a practice called Tonglen. Tonglen is it's a Buddhist practice. It's a mindfulness practice. This is something, it's meant to be done at any time, right? So you don't necessarily have to be doing this when you're in meditation practice, when you're like, somewhere comfortable in a seat, like carving out the time. This is the time where you're practicing this mind-body exercise so that you can then use it when you're at work. So you can then use it when you're with family that's triggering you. Okay, so again, we're practicing now, but then hopefully it's going to be something that you're going to be able to bring into your day and your week and your month ahead. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so first of all, find yourself in a comfortable seat if you're not already. So sometimes that means just removing the flesh from the outer thighs. We're going to settle in. And our practice will be, as it normally is, about 20 minutes. And then we'll have some time for some journaling after. So once you feel like you're comfortable-ish, okay, sometimes it might not be fully comfortable, that's okay. We're going to take our hands together, rub them. This is the initiation of our sitting practice. Rub, rub, rub. You can do this eyes open if you'd like. Or if the eyes just wanted to close and they've already closed, go ahead. Follow your intuition. Trust yourself. All right. Begin to slow that rubbing down. And then stop, pause. Gently pull your hands apart. And place your attention in between your palms. Notice what you feel. Soften your belly. Soften your breath. And then take your hands. I'm going to bring them down towards your thighs. The palms facing upwards. Gently relax your shoulders. Crown of head lifting. Go ahead and close the eyes. We'll take 3 breaths now. And place your attention at the tip of your nose. Nice big inhale. And as you exhale, release the full weight of your body down into your pelvis, into your seat. And again, inhale, relax your low belly. Let your pelvis receive your breath. And exhale fully, softly, soften. And once more, see if you can slow the rhythm of your breath down. Inhale a little bit at a time. Expand from the inside, fill up. And exhale all the way out. Release the weight of your being down. Imagine roots growing from your pelvis, your legs, anchoring you down into the ground, Mother Earth, Source. And just start by simply paying attention to the physical body. Before we get into this Tonglen practice, it's important that we are in an open state and a receptive state. I invite you to notice with absolute non-judgment, with acceptance. Just notice how you are feeling, how you are arriving in this very moment. And allow yourself to be. Give yourself that permission. And this in itself can be an I am statement. I give myself permission to be. Follow the rhythm of your breath with your attention. Pay attention to the full cycle of breath. The breath is made of 4 parts. There's the inhale, and then there's the top of the inhale where there's this, like, it's almost like a pause in time. We get to slow down time in that pause. Pause between the end of the inhale, the beginning of the exhale. And then there's an exhale, and the exhale is a release, a letting go, an anchoring down. And then there's another micro pause at the end of the exhale before your next cycle of breath begins, before the inhale. As we breathe in this way, it's important to relax your belly. And so if it helps you relax your belly, to take your hands to your low abdomen, to your womb space. You may want to hold yourself there. If naturally, intuitively, the breath wants to pause, either at the top of the in-breath or the bottom of the out-breath, see if you can lean into that pause. That means that it will be a very small retention, or maybe even a longer retention. See if you can hand over that control to your breath. Let your breath guide you. If there's any resistance that comes up, if you can soften, surrender. And it's a physical softening. It's a softening of your shell, your skin, your body, your muscles. Because when your shell is soft, then prana, a vital life force energy within you, it can flow more freely, has more capacity to move into the spaces where it is needed, where it is wanted. Trust in this process. Trust in that natural intelligence that inherent wisdom that your body carries and holds. Throughout the practice, if you notice your mind, your thoughts, you notice them wandering, if you go into the channel of thinking, I want you to call yourself out. You can say the word thinking, and then bring your attention back to the coming and going of your breath. Soften over and over again in your shell. Relax and release. And in this way, you get to be. You get to be in your essence. You get to be in your inherent power, your authenticity, your higher self. I invite you now to take your hands towards your heart. And we're going to connect with the heart center, a place of love, compassion, of joy. I want you to imagine that each time you inhale, that your heart is awakening. Becoming a little bit brighter, a little bit fuller. Moving towards this practice called Tonglen. The practice where we, rather than push away or resist our pain, our fear, that which brings about discomfort, and rather than resist it, rather than push it away, we welcome it. We stand in our courage and our strength, and we allow in that which we resist. We practice this right now in this moment. I want you to imagine that you're breathing in something hot, dark, or heavy. So we're working with texture. And you're going to go only as much as feels a little bit uncomfortable. We don't have to go 100%, but this practice should bring up a small amount of discomfort. We're sensitizing ourselves to the discomfort. You can use visualization, you can use sensation to imagine you're breathing in your pain. And then as you breathe out, it's the opposite. So we're not simply sitting with our pain, but then as we breathe out a feeling of coolness, of brightness, freshness, light. On the inhale, we welcome the darkness, the discomfort. And on the exhale, we project from the center of our being that lightness and that brightness. If you'd like to remove your hands from your body at any point, you may. And also use your hands to place them somewhere on your body that feels like it could use a little bit more touch, energy, love. Somewhere that provides comfort. And you sit tall and strong. And as you breathe in, opening to what feels uncomfortable, what feels painful. And as you breathe out, projecting from your heart, okay, that source of light, of love, compassion. This is the simplicity of the practice. And with each breath, as you become more familiar, as this starts to maybe feel a little bit more comfortable, you can begin to imagine that as you exhale, you're projecting that light, that love from your body and beyond into the space around you, into your physical space. So that your source of light, your source of love and kindness can touch other sentient beings, other humans who are also in pain, who are also suffering. And in this way, we not only heal ourselves, but our own healing becomes a source of healing for humanity. And after your next cycle of breath, your hands are on your body. I invite you to bring them back down to your thighs, knees. Palms can face up or down. And we're going to transition to a minute of silence to close our practice. So you can release the Tonglen practice and simply come back to either noticing your breath, following your breath with your attention, or just resting your attention inside your vessel, inside the container of your body. And 1 minute of silence. And bring your attention to your in breath now. And breathe in a little bit more fully, deeply. And a soft exhale through your mouth. And again, nice big inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth with a I invite you to bring your hands to your heart and take your chin to turn towards your heart, your body, your soul. And come back to that gratitude piece. At the beginning of practice, I asked you to write down one thing that you were grateful for, and maybe in this moment that feels a little bit more authentic and true. Maybe you feel an embodied sense of the gratitude. You feel it in your bones. And remind yourself of your affirmation. And maybe if one didn't come to mind, something comes to mind now in this moment. It could be I am. What are you? I am. The light in me sees, feels, and bows to the light in you. And together we are stronger. Together we are one. Namaste.